To KwaZulu-Natal now, where taps have been running dry in areas west and south of the Durban CBD for days now. This includes Chatsworth, Shallcross and Washington Heights. Yesterday, the eThekwini Infrastructure Committee Chair, Thanduxolo Sabela, insisted that they are on top of the situation. Well, our reporter Lethiwe Mdluli is out in Durban finding out if residents agree. And Lethiwe, good morning. Thank you for joining us. And so what have you been finding in the areas that you've been visiting that have been affected by these water cuts and basically water shortages? Does it bear out the insistence that the eThekwini city has the situation under control?
Well, Tula says where I am with someone from the municipality at the moment. We've been following the story since the weekend, where community members in different parts of the city, especially in the western and southern parts, have voiced out their frustrations and anger at the fact that they do not have water. This problem has been persisting since last Friday, and some communities are actually saying this situation is worse for them because of the time that we're living in. We know that we're living in the times of COVID-19, and water is a necessity during these times. We've been speaking to the community since Sunday with my colleague Dason, who went to Chatsworth and also other surrounding areas, speaking to community members. I will be heading to other communities this afternoon, including Savannah Park, because they have been telling us that they still do not have water, and it's actually heading to the 7th day with them not having water. But right now, I'm joined by the municipality's Thanduxolo Sabela. We spoke to him yesterday, but we just want to find out an update and see if there is any update on this matter. Thanduxolo, good morning. We spoke to you yesterday on the lead with Shahan, and you did say that you have some problems with some stations. Has there been any improvement since yesterday?
Definitely, we have made a breakthrough. As I was reporting yesterday, I did say that by today, some communities will be receiving water. So we've made a breakthrough. We were testing the pump yesterday. We have now switched it on. It is now pumping water. So some of the communities are already receiving water. We're speaking about Shallcross, and some communities within Chatsworth are also receiving water, and other communities. We are anticipating that by midnight today, about 90% of the communities that were affected will be now having waters on their tap. And then by tomorrow, everyone will be back with having water again. As we were saying, we've been working around the clock. We want to congratulate our team that has been doing that. Remember, it was anticipated that it's going to be a 3 weeks long program. We've been able to respond to it within 1 week, even less than a week, if I can put it that way. We've been able to respond to it. But however, those communities that do not have water, we will continue to provide them with water tankers. But by tomorrow, everyone should be having water.
So the time frame right now for those communities that do not have water is 24 hours?
Definitely. 24 hours by tomorrow, they will be having water. We are quite confident. If nothing else goes wrong, we are quite confident that everyone will be having water by tomorrow. So by midnight, people must continuously check their taps, and water will be coming out of their taps.
Speaking of water tankers, the communities have actually raised issues with those water tankers, saying that it's not enough to cover the whole community, because it's not one community that's affected. It's actually a lot of communities. What is the municipality planning on doing about those water tankers, because it's not enough for the communities?
Well, the water tankers, we have increased the number substantially. Remember that we started with about 55 water tankers. By yesterday, we were standing at about 113 water tankers. And remember, more and more communities that have been going back to receiving water to the normal ways. So it means that as the demand for water tankers decrease, the capacity to supply more people with more water which are affected is also actually increasing. The capacity is also increasing. So we are confident that the current water tankers, we've issued a statement which clearly outlines how many water tankers for which ward, depending on the size of the ward. And we have been working with the councillors and our community mobilization to be able to talk to the communities through loud hailing and telling them that the water tankers is coming, which road, and so forth and so forth. But the water tankers are definitely enough now to be able to rove around the areas which don't have water currently.
You also mentioned the problem with water stations or stations that are broken down and the infrastructure there being old and trying to renew it. Moving forward, to avoid a situation like this, what is the municipality going to do?
Well, we've given an instruction yesterday that each and every pump station that we have must have a reserve pump, so that should a situation like this happens again, it does not take us this long to be able to respond to it. So we are confident that the procurement system is going to be able to ensure that we procure these pumps. Where they are broken, we are going to be able to maintain. We have said they must look at all of them and they must maintain all of them. Otherwise, we are doing quite well in ensuring the renewal of infrastructure in the municipality.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sabelo. So that was Thandukolo Sabelo, who was just giving us an update about what the municipality plans on doing to help these communities that have been affected by this issue with water. But I will be heading to some communities, to Lethiwe, just to check if what he's saying is actually true.
Absolutely, Lethiwe. Important work there. We've heard from the official dome, now to hear from the people who are facing the lived reality of not having water. Now imagine the situation where you don't have water and Eskom is taking your power and you are in the midst of this pandemic. Yeah, I mean, it's really bleak. Hopefully